Okay, so we're going to get started here, and I'd like to again thank each one of you for coming out today. This is a class on Introduction to Hypnosis and Self-Hypnosis. So hypnosis has been a lot of things through the year, and like Ashley said, one of my favorites, mind control. Oh, you're going to make me do something against my will. That's actually really far from the truth. You can't make anybody do anything against their will in a state of hypnosis, okay? Because we are still human beings. We still hold the answers, and we still know what's right and wrong. Okay, so in hypnosis, you guys actually were in a pretty light state of hypnosis there. It's just a state change. Could you still hear what I was saying? Could you have gotten up and walked out of this room? Exactly. So there's a lot of misconceptions, and I like to break those open and really teach people that it's just a natural way of being. Okay, so basically, what hypnosis is it's just focused concentration. Magnified concentration, a state of relaxation. And you may have experienced this before. Len, have you ever seen like a movie recently screened? But all right, so were you fascinated by the movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, did it create an emotional response? Did you get angry at parts and sad at parts and happy at parts? Exactly, that is a state of hypnosis. You are sitting there and suggestions, ideas, thoughts, words are coming off the screen, going into your programming, into your mind, through your senses. And is creating an emotional response. That's a state of hypnosis. That's exactly how hypnosis works. External behaviors create an internal response. What we see out in the world, what people tell us, creates an internal feeling, emotion, or thought. It's an external behavior creates an internal response. So a tree, let's see if I can make a tree here, creates a feeling of happiness based on the foundations of your learning. So if you grew up in the forest and you're living in the desert now, and you just happen to see a tree or a set of trees, it would cue a memory, right? And that memory would then cue an emotion, which would cue a thought, and it would make you happy because it reminds you of home. See, external behaviors create internal responses. That this is your mind. From the time that we're born with a primitive area of our mind. About the time from we're 0 till about 8 years old, we're very highly suggestible. We're coming out into the world and we're going around learning things. We're learning how to be, we're learning our associations, what we consider to be our life script, the very foundation for what we believe, our belief system. And this could be as simple as you like dogs, they're fluffy, dogs bite. You like movies, but you don't like riding your bike because you might have had a bad experience on a bicycle. But you like movies because they help you escape from very bad situations, or they help you get out of the moment. And this continues. You like to be hugged, but you don't like to be kicked, right? And this continues to build our life script, our very foundation for what we believe. And this continues, and we go around identifying and associating. We do this until about 8 years old, when we develop pretty much our critical mind. And if you've ever met an 8-year-old, they probably think they're the smartest person on the planet. And they become that logical, analytical little child that we all know they are becoming. And this is because they have a filter. And this filter enacts to protect the knowns. It starts to determine we have a foundation for what we believe, and we're going to build upon those beliefs. So at about 8 to about 11 years old, we develop our conscious mind. And this is our logic, our reasoning, our willpower, and I have James in the room. James, what's up with
willpower? It works when you want it to, and sometimes it doesn't work when you want it to. So it's kind of an ambivalent part of us, you know?
Exactly. It's never there. Doesn't that seem like we live in that age where it's like, I wish I had more willpower to not eat that Snickers on Halloween, or to not overeat with the turkey, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it, you know? All right, and our reasoning, okay, we got the idea of how the brain processes information and kind of the foundation of what the brain is built upon. I'll give you an example of how hypnosis works. So you have a thought, and let's say this thought is, give me a thought. What would you like to do better, Landon, in your life?
Right.
Write. You want to write more, right? Okay. So he wants to write more what? Comedy, movies.
Stand-up? Well, we do movies, yeah.
You want to do like a script,
Yeah,
comedy short films. There we go. All right, so he wants to write more comedy short films. So, he's sitting down on a Sunday, he's got his coffee, maybe hanging out with somebody he loves or hates. And he's got the logic, he's reasoned with himself, he's got the willpower, he's made the decision, right? And he believes it's a good idea. Well, he believes he has the willpower, but he thinks he does. You take that first sip of coffee, anything's true. You can take over the world. All right, and then that thought, he says, okay, so it passes through the conscious mind. He's made that conscious decision, and it comes to his filter, the critical mind, which then checks with his subconscious programming to validate, to see if it's an acceptable idea to be able to change his belief system, the way he believes about that topic. And it says, okay, well, yeah, you like to write. Yeah, it's a good thing to be a comic. But you know what? It takes forever. Stresses you out. Get less time to do the other things like go to Walmart or hang out with Aaron and all your friends. So just in that, you can see, 2 things to 4 things, the negatives outweighed the positives. The unpleasant things about the situation outweighed your most positive intention for completing that task. So the mind rejects it. And where do you find yourself? Doing something else. You find yourself, you might sit down for a little bit while that thought is going into your mind, but then you get distracted by YouTube, you might start watching the news, you might start, sitting there researching videos, or you might just start sitting there playing video games. And that gets thrown out of your mind, and that's what we call procrastination. Right? All right, so with hypnosis, let me clean this up just a little bit here. So with hypnosis, we're able to bypass the critical mind, because the critical mind weakens. Your filter weakens when you're in a relaxed state. When you're in a relaxed state, you actually become more hyper-receptive to information. That means this wall weakens and you're more acceptable to allow stuff in. So with hypnosis, we're able to take this thought down and say, you know what? It gives you a great feeling. It doesn't stress you out. You're able to write with passion. You're able to write with great feelings of creativity. And you're going to be even a better comic. And you're going to find even more time to do the things you want because you're in a relaxed state, because you're getting the things you want done. And that's how it works. And then all of a sudden, we're changing those unpleasant, those negative knowns into positives, thus creating positive changes in his life. And this can go for anything. It can go for anything from fears and phobias to bad habits. Pretty much anything is an association that you had to that stimuli. Excellent, excellent. Any questions? Questions?
Perfect.
No?
Well,
all right,
well
here we
said,
go.
well said.
All right. So, periscopers. How many periscopers do we have today?
Yeah, 3.
All right, nice. All right. Exactly. do now is I'm going to ask for a physical volunteer. So you've been hypnotized before?
Yes.
Okay. So she has been hypnotized before, so she is conditioned to hypnosis. And all that hypnosis is
Relaxation.
relaxation, focusing in on an idea. Because we focus in on the idea to be relaxed. Therefore, we become. Because external behavior, which would be me telling you relax, internal response, body says relax, endorphins get released, the body goes down. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to just put both feet on the ground there and just get as comfortable as you possibly can in the chair. And I can touch you. And okay,
yes,
excellent. So what I want you to do is I just want you to look up at a spot up there on the ceiling. Okay? And just as you stare at that spot, I want you to start to notice your physiology starting to change. And as you take in deep, rhythmic, calm breaths, allowing yourself and your body to sit with the idea of relaxation. And you may have the tendency to notice as you take in those deep, calm, rhythmic breaths, the body's starting to relax. The eyelids starting to get heavy as it becomes even more deep, calm, and rhythmic. The breathing, that is. And as you breathe in, the eyelids become more and more heavy, symbolizing that you can relax, can you not? And as a person has the tendency to breathe deeper, more calm, more rhythmic, the eyelids become more heavy. And as the eyelids become more heavy, the breathing becomes more deep, more calm, and more rhythmic. And in a moment, as you continue breathing, the eyelids may just feel better if they were closed. And you can allow yourself to close your eyes at any time, symbolizing that you are allowing yourself to relax in this very moment. As you breathe in and out. With every breath in, double the relaxation. With every breath out, exhaling tensions of the day. Breathing in and out. Now, Ashley, I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 0. With each count, double the relaxation, allowing yourself to double the relaxation and feel even better than the moment before. As we go down into a very nice, deep state of hypnosis. At 5, breathing in and out. 4, 3, 2. And as you continue to breathe, that relaxation doubles, maybe even triples. I'll let you decide as the breathing continues to grow deep, calm, and rhythmic. And you may even notice that the weight of your head starting to come forward. As you allow the neck muscles to relax, as the head starts to drop down, as you become even more deeply relaxed, are you not? And at 3, taking in a nice deep breath again. And 2. And 1. And 0. Deep sleep. Each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep to you for the purpose of hypnosis, you'll enter this state quickly, calmly, and deeply with your permission, doubling the relaxation, tripling the state of excellence that you've created. The validation to feel relaxed at any time you want, any time you need to be. Continuing to breathe deep, calm, rhythmic breaths. as the head continues to fall forward, continues to remain nice and relaxed as the body follows, and the shoulders relax as the breathing continues to grow calm, deep, rhythmic. Now I want you to imagine, Ashley, visualize, picture, pretend, get a sense of, maybe even a feeling of an energy at the balls of your feet, starting to come in and up to your ankles. It's a calming sensation that we can even call relaxation. And as it moves up from the feet into the ankles, doubling the relaxation of the feet, releasing any tension, letting go, releasing any tensions of the day, breathing in, continuing to breathe. And you may hear any other noises around the room, such as a clock on the wall, maybe even the music, but do not be afraid, for they only make you go deeper, feel more safe and secure in this moment. In a room full of people you already know. Safe and secure, nice and relaxed, calm, loose, letting go, going deeper. Bringing that energy now up into the knees, into the thighs, into the hips, releasing all the muscles, letting go. Bringing that energy up into the sternum, into the shoulders, and all the way down to the tips of the fingers. And as that energy now doubles, moves up the back of the neck, up into your mind's eye, into the very foremost place, your forehead. Go a little bit deeper now. Deep sleep. Doubling the relaxation, drifting, dreaming, floating, calming, peaceful sensation of relaxation. Now in a moment, Ashley, I'm going to awaken you. I'm going to count you up from 0 to 5. 0 is the state that you're in now. Deep, calm, relaxed state of hypnosis. In a moment, when I reach 5, you'll awaken, feeling refreshed, ready to go, ready to learn, ready to expand your mind, as if it were a beautiful sunrise. And just as you move about the day, just as the sun moves across the sky, such a vitalizing energy. And you'll be able to use that very drive inside of you to complete the tasks that you have to complete. Set the intentions you have to set with ease and comfort. And 0 always represents deep sleep. 1, feeling the room around you. 2, starting to come up now. 3, maybe even a smile starting to form as you start to awaken your physical body, feeling nice and relaxed. And the more you try to fight the smile, the harder it becomes, because the smile turns into an even bigger smile, and that is pretty awesome. As you breathe in nice, deep, relaxing energy. 4 and 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open.
Did you have to wake me up?
Wide awake. There you go. So we'll just give her a second, but that's just the basic hypnosis. It's very simple. It's just giving somebody ideas and guiding them through a suggestive process, which in that case was just using words to cue her internal response. My external behavior is her internal response. And her internal response, the way she reacts in hypnosis, I'm able to then utilize. We call that utilization. And I'm able to utilize that and make that experience even more relaxing, even more intense for her. So thank you very much, Ashley.
Thank you.
Yes. How was that for you?
It was great. I I felt like I just took an hour nap. My hands just felt so relaxed. My whole body felt so relaxed. It's the kind of feeling where my hands and my arms felt heavy and almost tingly, like they didn't exist, just because they were so relaxed. And he knew I could hear everything, and I knew that I could get up and walk around if I wanted to, but I was just so relaxed I didn't want to move a muscle. And then when you started saying, okay, now in a moment I'm going to count you up from 0 to 5, I'm like, not yet.
There is a thought, because you're just so nice. You're just so nice and relaxed. There is that thought where you're just like, I don't want to come out of this.
Yeah.
It's a very deep, calm, meditative, state.
Yes.
It's actually, better than meditation, because you're actually being guided. So it's not like you get in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
Like just sitting there and meditating. That's why it's like you have both, and you're able to use them and really utilize and get the most out of what you need out of your life.
Totally.
So how was that? Good?
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for that relaxation. Now I'm ready for bed.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, no problem there. All right. So basically, when determining how somebody interprets information in the world around them, it's important in hypnosis to be able to determine and give you exactly what you need. If I just need to tell you, hey, feel better, or if I need to figure out the meaning of what you need to feel better. So basically we do this. It's a direct and inferential. So what I'm going to need you to do is I want you to go ahead and place your hand up in front of your face. And I just want you to look at your hand, okay? And it's okay if I touch you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, excellent. So what I want you to do is I want you to stare right here at this finger.
Mm-hmm.
And when I let go, your fingers begin to separate, separating, wider and wider, further and further apart, separating, wider and wider. Excellent. All right, shake it out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. All right. I'm going to go back around to the other side and place up that other hand in front of your face, just like that. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. What I want you to do is I want you to just go ahead and get as comfortable as you can. All right, so we're going to give Landon here a little bit of hypnosis. We're going to see how he, as somebody who's never experienced hypnosis before, in a more guided, direct way, will react to hypnosis. And do I have the permission to hypnotize you?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So what I want you to do is I just want you to get as comfortable as you can and look at me. All right, cool. Now, here we go. All right, here we go. I want you to look at your hand, look at the lines, look at one spot. Now, as the hand moves closer to the face, the eyes will begin to adjust focus. And as your breathing adjusts focus, your eyes begin to breathe. And as the breathing becomes more heavy, deep, calm, rhythmic, that hand draws in closer to the face, almost as if there was a magnet from the tip of this finger and the forehead. And as that magnetized draw pulls that hand in closer to the face, and as you may even have a swallowing sensation as you breathe, deep, calm, and rhythmic, that's it. And on that exhale, that hand moves in closer to the face. With every breath you breathe, that hand and arm moves in closer to the face, almost as if a magnetic pole had been established between the tips of your fingers and the tip of your forehead, causing it to just feel just so good, doubling that sensation, that nice, relaxed, focused state. And as your eyes begin to adjust focus, the hand moves in closer and closer, and the eyelids become heavier, because people tend to breathe, and as they breathe more deeply, they become more relaxed, and as they become more relaxed, the eyelids become more heavy. And as that hand moves in closer to the face, it moves, it continues to move, and it doubles, and it triples, and that magnetic pole strengthens and grows, and it pulls that hand in closer to the face, and closer to the face, that hand pulls in even closer and closer. And when it touches, you'll reach your peak of suggestibility, allowing your mind and body to relax instantly. It'll only take a second. You'll instantly close your eyes when that hand reaches that tip of your forehead, and you'll enter the hypnotic state. Your body will go loose, limp, relaxed, and you will enter the hypnotic state, doubling the relaxation, tripling the way you feel, and really letting loose, letting go, having nice, peaceful thoughts of comfort, serenity, peace, relaxation. As that hand moves in closer to the face, the eyelids getting even more heavier now, as the hand moves in closer and closer And closer, that's it, even closer now, almost there. It'll only take a second. It'll only be just a second. When that hand touches that forehead, you will just allow your mind and body to go loose, limp, and relax, and deep sleep. That's it, allowing your mind and body to let go. Allowing you to just rest peacefully. And as you drift and dream and float deeper down into this hypnotic state, you become even more relaxed. Now focus on your breathing as it becomes deep, calm, and rhythmic, drifting, dreaming, floating. Now in a moment, I'm going to pick up this hand and wrist right here. And I just want you to just let it go loose and limp. That's it. I'm going to drop it and you go 10 times deeper. Feeling the waves of relaxation flowing through your physical body, flowing through your mind as your emotions and physical body just let go. Allowing your mind and body to just release, going deeper and deeper and deeper. Now I'm just going to do a slight rock here, and it's just going to allow you to just go even more deep, even more relaxed. And the more you relax, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more relaxed you become. Now, Landon, you may find yourself laying in bed at night, wishing for a thought, or having a thought, and saying to yourself, maybe, I would like to feel relaxed. And you may ponder this thought, and all you have to do is count backwards from 10 down to 0. And with every count from 10 down to 0, you'll say to your mind's eye, deeply relaxed. And as you count backwards from 10 down to 0, you'll say to yourself, deeply relaxed. It'll go like this: 10, deeply relaxed. 9, deeply relaxed. 8, deeply relaxed. 7, deeply relaxed. 6, deeply relaxed. 5, deeply relaxed. 4, deeply relaxed. 3, deeply relaxed. 2, deeply relaxed. 1, deeply relaxed. And when you get to 0, completely relaxed, deep sleep. And yet, you will be able to interject and give yourself a positive suggestion of well-being, such as, I choose to free myself from any frustrations or tensions in my life, to live my life in the most positive way, becoming even more relaxed and congruent with the positive attitude I wish to bestow on this world. And each day I will find myself living my life the absolute best I can, with the most positive intentions for everyone involved. And you'll be able to breathe that into the very soul, your existence, and exhale any tensions and go deeper. And as you rest in the hypnotic state, doubling the relaxation, tripling the relaxation, just by completing that countdown, by telling yourself deeply relax between each count, and then getting to 0 and telling yourself deep sleep, and by taking your thumb and your index finger and placing them together at the end of that count, you will be able to re-enter this state at any time in your future. By counting down from 10 down to 0, with deeply relaxed between each count, placing that index finger and thumb together, and saying deep sleep, you'll immediately return to this state, deeply, calmly, and even deeper, being able to give yourself a powerful suggestion of well-being or just feel really, really good. You'll then be able to count yourself out. You'll then be able to say 0, 1 coming up, feeling the room around me. 2, starting to breathe in that nice feeling of well-being. 3, starting to become aware of my surroundings, coming back to the room. 4, taking in last deep breath of nice, exhilarating peace. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, feeling confident, relaxed, just ready to live life to the fullest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. How was that for you?
It was wonderful.
It was?
Yeah.
Did you have a good time? All right, so let's talk about it. What'd you think? It was your first experience here.
I guess at first when you began, you're in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You're already trying to figure out what's going to happen next or what you're supposed to be doing, and then as you lead the discussion on, you begin to just release those ideas and you start to concentrate more on the person who is guiding, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then you slowly just more trust is built in and continue to fall into it, and pretty soon it's just sort of sound of this, you know, you don't really notice anything anymore. It's like you kind of clear-minded from
Yeah, you kind of just focused on your own relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
You were concentrated on an idea, and yet I was guiding you.
Right.
You completely completed that process all by yourself. You utilized what you already had inside of you to feel good in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I even gave you a tool. Do you remember the tool?
Yes.
All right, and that's what we call self-hypnosis. You're able to get into your private area, let's say at home, in your bed, or in a recliner, or maybe on a couch. And if you repeat that step by counting down from 10 down to 0, saying deeply relaxed between each count, placing your thumb and index finger together at 0, saying deep sleep, you'll go right back into that state. That's what we call an anchor. And we just anchored that. So when you complete those steps, you'll be able to return fully to that state of hypnosis, even deeper, even more relaxed each time. It's like conditioning. And you're able to then give yourself just a positive suggestion and count yourself out. Or you can just sit there and enjoy that state whenever you want, because it's yours. It's not any of ours. It's yours. So that's a tool that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe if it's getting into the mindset of feeling relaxed and really just concentrating, or just wanting to escape from the day, because we tend as humans want to escape all the time, just to kind of have our own space, and that's something you'll be able to do. You'll be able to utilize that space to the fullest. So was that dangerous?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
excellent. All right, okay, thanks.
What did I miss?
Yeah, there you go. Miss anything? So
Nice.
Well, thanks, man. I
Thank
hope that
you.
you got something out of that.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Exactly.
It's just,
So we're going to take the last little bit to just kind of hang out, but we thank the Periscopers for enjoying our workshop seminar and coming and sticking around with us. And I'd like to thank Ashley Butler. She's a certified hypnotherapist. You can look her up on hypnosiswithashley.com.
Hypnosiswithashley.com. Come and check me out.
And we have the James Clarenbach, another fellow hypnotherapist over here, and he can tell his website.
Inwards Hypnosis.
Inwards Hypnosis. I am Robert Young. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, also a United States military veteran with over 10 years military experience, and specialized in post-traumatic stress. And you can find me and visit my site at robertyounghypnosis.com.